Hello, my name's Shalise. Welcome everybody to my Expanse Season 4 review. Here's the thing, everybody. Expanse Season 4 has a little bit different than Expanse, the other seasons of Expanse. The reason why is because most of this entire season takes place in one part, and one place, and all that stuff. Holden and his crew are confined to this planet that is beyond the rings and all this stuff, and they're over there to basically not settle down, but basically to see about the plan and see if there's any protomolecule there, see what happened to the beings that created the rings and all that stuff, and what killed them, and basically what's on the planet. What is this stuff? Is it safe for people to come here and all that stuff? So during this entire dang season, it just takes place on this one planet for Holden and his crew. And usually in other seasons, we see them going to this place, going to this place, going to this place, and the reason they go to multiple locations during every single season and all that stuff. They don't just stick to one planet and all that stuff. But this is one of the few times it did. And some people might like it, some people might not. I thought it was a different change of pace, but that's because I believe because Sci-Fi Channels cancels Expanse in season 3. Amazon Prime picked it up, thank God, and they did a little bit more cinematic feel to it. Now, before I continue on with Holden and his crew, what I have to explain to you what else is happening with the Expanse. Christian is running for political stuff. She's having a running. She might lose her seat on the council for this political stuff. She's become more ruthless in politics. She's trying to relay messages with Holden, but she's not getting much information. She becomes a little bit more dirty, a little bit more darker, and basically she's debating with the person who's running against her, whether or not we should bring people over into the rings with all that stuff while knowing whether or not the technology is going to be good for, whether there's going to be danger in this involved. But to me, I really did enjoy what they were doing with Christian this season. I was enjoying the whole, hang on, I wrote it on my notes right here, what they doing with Mars and all that stuff. With Gunny, what's happening with her and Mars. Mars has stopped terraforming. Because of the ring, a lot of people are just getting onto ships, trying to go to those planets, basically, and live off of there, since there's a lot of unhandleable planets beyond the ring. So it opened a doorway. A lot of people on Mars are going there. They're no longer starting out terraforming. The military is breaking down their gunships. Gunny is out of a job. She was discharged from the military from the stuff she did in season 3, and she's lost in a sense. Everyone that Mars doesn't treat Mars right. Mars has changed for the worse and all that stuff. A lot of people are just thinking out for themselves and no longer one collective unit. Mars. They're tired of. They're just not really putting. They're still going to terraform, but they're not putting much effort into it. Most people are not. It was not. It was their sole objective to get to there, but now not a lot of people are going to do it anymore. So for Mars, Mars has really been decriminalized. We see Gunny working with this kind of criminal organization. They're not giving military stuff away. They're not getting like weapons and all that shit, but they're getting like some stuff, and they're getting money, and they're making themselves better. They're focusing on themselves. And Gunny is really torn between helping Mars and trying to rebuild Mars the way it wasn't. And ultimately, it leads to a finale where she's going to try to save Mars from being totally corrupt and basically destroying itself and giving a lot of stuff to the Belters, the radical Belters from the OPA. So what they did with Gunny's character, great stuff. I love the expansion of what they're doing with Mars and all that stuff, because I always felt like we never got a good Mars plot. We got some stuff, we got a lot of stuff for the Belt, we got a lot of stuff for the Inners with Christian, what's going on with her, but we never really got stuff with Mars. So I never really think Mars really got its just desserts, but I do enjoy this entire this thing with Gunny and what's happening with her and Mars. Now, another thing that's happening, and I want to be clear, the first half deals. Oh no, I'm on the wrong fucking notes. Of course I am. Fucking me. But also, what's happening is basically, I love Drummer and Ashford, the Belters. The Belters are having a problem in their own organization, the OPA. You got the old guard. They're trying to bring Belters to the new system. They're controlling the ring. They're controlling people who pass there, but they will have to shoot down their own people, Belters, if they try to go into these uninhabited lands. And Ashford doesn't like it. He hates being a part of this, but he realizes this is what the Belters need to become. We need to become united. We need to become different. We can't just always be these radical guys. It's like this. But they're also dealing with someone else. Marco. I love Drummer and I love Ashford's relationship. They were the best part of season 4 to me. I love their relationship together. They were ecstatic. I just love them together as characters, and they were phenomenal. They had like a really father-daughter type relationship, and I cannot wait what happens with Drummer in season 4. Now, the thing is, though, they're also dealing with this extremist named Marco, and he is the former husband of Naomi. They have a child together, Philippe, or whatever. And he's radical. And what he has in store for Earth in season 5, my god, this guy does not give a shit. He's a total extremist. And Ashford and Trump try to take him down in season 4. It's very interesting. They're badly different philosophies, and I cannot wait for what they're going to do in season 5 with Ashford and Ashford, not with Ashford, but with Drummer and Marco and all that stuff. But there's some great shit right here. And now going back to Holden's crew. Holden's crew again is on this alien planet. And during this time, you got these corporate innards and all that stuff, and you got the Belchers. Belchers are already there; they've been there, and they do not want people around there. And during this time, the beginning of the episode, not the beginning of the episode, but the first episode deals with innards going to the corporate innards, and they're shot down by the Belchers. They're trying to figure out who. It leads some extremism on both parts, and it leads to trying to bond together, working together to overcome the stuff that's happened. Because Holden and his crew, they go to this planet, Holden activates something, and it changes everything. It changes the landscape of the entire, basically, it changes everything for them and this planet, and the planet just basically terraforms by itself. It basically terraforms, like the winds are picking up. It's just a really survival it's just really survival season, and they're really dealing with a lot of stuff with Holden and his crew, just trying to struggling to help these people. There's diseases. There's tension among the Belters and the Inners and all that stuff. So we have great stuff. Naomi's dealing with the gravity issue. And overall, it's a great season. This is the last season we're going to have a Miller. We learned that Miller is like the one with the hat. That's the Detective Miller. And that's what the protomolecule is. But Miller is alive. We get backstory of that he is with them. And the people of Eros are all in Miller's head. And basically, he's trying to figure out what killed the people that made the protomolecule, the rings, and all that stuff, and what could happen on this place. There's a lot of great stuff about this entire season. Now, before I get into spoilers, let me just say that there is one character I was happy to see from actress Linda Greenwood. She's a great actress. I seen her in Nikita, the TV show. I'm glad to have her part of the Expanse and all that stuff. Elizabeth Mitchell, Juliet did not return. That's a sad thing, but overall, this season is fantastic. I love what they're doing with Holden and his crew and all this stuff. Amos had a love interest for the most part, but this was a fantastic season. I didn't like it too much, and it's 10 episodes instead of 13, but overall it's a fantastic season. I would give this season an A-. I really did enjoy this season. I'm gonna say I would rank season 1 a B+, season 4 A-, season 2 an A-, and then season 3 an A or A+. I really have to go back to that season if I want to get the full A+. But overall, Expanse season 4 was overall fantastic. But I will spoil something right now, so spoilers, that's my grade. But here's the thing that I kind of did not like about this season. The villain for the Inners is Mercury and all that stuff, and when he gets on that planet at the beginning of the episode, half his people are dead. He shoots at one guy unarmed, one of the Belters, but that guy was antagonizing him anyway, but doesn't get ready to shoot an unarmed man. And then there's this thing where we're supposed to side with the Belters and you got the evil corporate dudes, but in reality, I didn't really find Mercury that evil until like the second half. But overall, what he was doing, these people are trying to kill him. I mean, there is this talk of Belters of trying to kill him. And here's the thing, he's basically gonna go to jail and gonna fault crimes because that's what Holden wants. He wants people to be held for the crimes, and for him, and Mercury is a bad dude, don't get me wrong. Then there's this girl named Lucia, or Linda, whatever her dang name is. She was for the Belters, and she's the one that caused that ship to crash. But Holden, and his hypocritical love for Naomi, and I don't care about it, they let her go and say, oh, she died out there and all that stuff. So that girl Lucia, she did this shit. She killed some of the Inners and all that stuff, and she regretted it. She regretted it instantly. She was building something to stop the Inners from getting onto the planet, but they came too soon. She didn't want to fire at it, but the guys who were with her, they basically pushed her away, and they fired it anyway and killed them. And she didn't want to kill nobody, and she's a doctor and all that stuff, and a scientist, but she started this shit. I mean, granted, these are guys who are still going there, but doesn't excuse the fact that you killed 12 innocent people as well. Not everybody deserves to die. Like, it's the same thing. But the thing is, though, they hold one more accountable. Like Naomi is full on. Oh, we got to protect, we got to defend Lucia. You're a belter like me and all this stuff, and she's hards Murtry like that doesn't give you the right to execute people. But I'm like, he's not wrong. If she did this shit, what's the dang point? This woman is a terrorist. She did shit. I don't care. I don't care about this favoritism and all that stuff. Okay, one guy's a scumbag that doesn't regret shit. The one person's created something, didn't mean to do it, but still kill people. Jail time? He gets jail time. Her? We like her, so I hate favoritism. I hate this thing. I always hate this thing with belters and all that stuff. Oh, belters are always the good, and the inners and earthers. It's just more, that politics stuff. And the fact that Holden does this for Naomi, because Naomi did some shit back in the past, and she felt like I done shit in the past. And because of that, I believe this woman deserves a chance, because I got a chance. But she won't. So Holden lets her go. Whoop de doo, happy glory. I'm sorry. I just hate favoritism for something. I'm like, okay, the asshole committed a crime. He did stupid shit. This girl committed a crime. She didn't mean to do it, but it happened. But to me, it's like, you build something that you knew it's meant to shoot things down. And you didn't want people to die? It's like the writing with this character was like on and off. Like, oh, she had regrets. She feels bad. So we're going to give her the option to leave with her freaking family. You know about the family of the people that actually crashed down and all that stuff? I don't care for her character. And the fact that Naomi was supporting her because she was a belter and all that stuff, and they made Murtry the evil guy, but yet Holden stuck with Naomi's thing because he's in love with her, and garbage. I'm sorry, I hate this I hate hypocrites. I hate hypocritical oaths. If only was going to stick to the thing, you stick to the thing. But you let it go with Naomi because that's his girl. And he wants to make her happy. I'm sorry, I hate shit like that. I hate shit in that, in the movies, TV shows, actual history. I hate hypocrites. I hate hypocritical shit. I don't care if it, let her serve their crime. That girlfriend, that Julie Mouse's freaking sister did all that evil shit. She's in jail. Because she can have a chance to read. She's not out of jail in season 4. She's in jail rotting because she did a whole bunch of horrible shit. But she started a whole bunch of shit that nearly a lot of damage. Like, she killed maybe around 400 people because of what she's done. This girl only did 23, so it's not the same thing, but still. It's like they blew their principal out of the water. But to me, Expanse Season 4 was still a great season, other than that little hypocritical shit at the end. And, some SJW politics. But either way, I enjoyed Expanse Season 4. It's still one of the best sci-fi shows you're going to see right now. It's one of the best TV shows you're seeing right now, and I cannot wait for Season 5. I cannot wait to have Drummer to have her revenge. I love this entire season. I love this entire show. So let me know what y'all think, everybody. Expanse Season 4. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was a great season? Did you think it was a bad season? Let me know what y'all think. Let me just leave some effort, everybody. Bye bye.